I'd love to get your thoughts on just the development of quarterbacks in the NFL and how the clock seems to be sped up quite a bit for a lot of these kids that get. I mean, we've darn near had 3 straight seasons with 70 different starting quarterbacks in the NFL, and then there's no practice time for a lot of these kids. And I'm wondering what you think of the current setup for success for a lot of these prospect at quarterbacks coming into the NFL these days, John.
Well, I think every team is trying to figure that out because they're trying to get it right. But you're right. With the new collective bargaining agreements and how less and less time is there for the coaches to be able to be with their players in the offseason, but yet the expectation on these highly drafted quarterbacks just continues to increase because of stories like, well, Matt Ryan came in and played so well. Well, Joe Flacco came in and played well. Well, Justin Herbert came in and played well.
Stroud is the latest one of that.
CJ, right. Hey, well, man, guys should be able to do it. Well, everybody's situation is so unique and so different. What experiences have they had coming into the NFL? What experience are they landing in, or what's it going to be with their new team? What is that franchise set up for? I thought Robert Griffin said some really good things. I got to sit in the room and hear his interview. He said some really good things. He understands it because he's been a quarterback in the league. And not every situation is set up right now for a young player to succeed. And so it's tough because people are expecting more and more that, hey, I bring a guy in, he should be able to play early. But that's asking a lot when there's so many other factors at play.
And again, you're brought in to help clean up things or get them ready for the next level or what have you. And I'm sure it's different situations that you're being asked to help a prospect with. You can't control who they're drafted by. You can't control that they go to a certain spot. So what would you say is just generally what you hope for one of the guys when you say good luck that they have set up for themselves?
So I tell all those guys, based off of an experience I had as a player and then experiences I've seen other players have, I just try to say, look, you don't know where you're going to land, but what you can focus on is tools for you to give yourself the best chance, right? Tools for success. I say, look, there's got to be some things that you say, regardless of the situation I'm in, here's what I'm working towards. And then I kind of have to let the chips fall where they may. Then I have to have the tools to be able to handle that. Like, can I sail stormy waters? So I like guys that have had to go through adversity. Like you brought up the letter that Mike Penix wrote to the NFL. I loved it. I thought, because you know what? He's going to land somewhere where there's going to be adversity. And you want somebody that knows that. Sometimes it's difficult for the people that they haven't experienced enough of it, because now all of a sudden it's when those seas get really stormy, how comfortable are they in adversity? And so I like it when I see a guy that has had to go through ups and downs, that's had to battle through, whether it's injury, coaching changes, change of offensive coordinators, being in a situation where they're playing for a school that has tons of pride. And guess what? You had to go through a losing season and they're blaming it on you and the head coach. Okay, battle back from that. Those experiences are what the NFL feels like for the majority of teams. You have your situations where things work well. It looks like it's great. There's always stuff going on. Even on the teams that end up at the end of the year winning a championship. Look at Kansas City. How many people thought in the beginning of the season, through those first 8 to 10 weeks, that Kansas City was going to be the team? They were going through ups and downs, but it's the guys that know how to battle through that.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.